What's up, guys? Freedom Instigator here. Today I'm going to talk about emotional detoxing and your mindset around this disease. So I know that this is really hard sometimes for people to talk about or admit or move through our emotional stuff from childhood, even dating back all the way when you were in the womb, even because yes, that does affect our lives and things that we go through. So, when I have a client, I take them through a 2-part series. So the first part of my program that I do with my clients is I take them through emotional detoxing, emotional stuff first. So I don't ever start with the physical, even though that's what everybody wants to go and do. They want to just lose weight and they want their hair to stop falling out like immediately. And that's just not the way this works. That's probably why everybody is so used to just taking a pill, and because that's the easy way. And a lot of people really don't want to do the dirty work. A lot of people don't want to do the emotional healing that needs to be done because it's really scary and it's not something that a weak person can really do. It's actually like really hard to go through your own like emotional stuff and to really dive deep into it. It's not fun, but it has to be done because emotions actually transcript into physical ailments and illnesses and diseases. So our emotions have so much to do with our physical body, but people don't realize that this is like the number one thing that has to be done first is the emotional and mental side of things, because also believing that you can actually heal your body from this, because yeah, you might say that you think you can heal, but do you actually really believe that? Does your subconscious believe that you can heal your body from this disease? Because I'm here to tell you that it probably doesn't. That's why you're not healed. So, and it's not just saying, yeah, I believe. It's actually going in and really reprogramming your subconscious mind, because typically it's a lot of emotions that really put you in this state in the first place, whether it's, emotionally eating or putting yourself through some kind of trauma, or your parents putting you through trauma, or a spouse putting you through trauma, or something that happened to you in the womb, or whatever it is. There's a reason that you're like this, and 9 times out of 10 I track it back. I do the digging with you and I track it back, and 9 times out of 10 it comes from an emotional place. So which is fascinating to say the least, and I get into full detail about this, but you have to put yourself in a state of mind before you can ever get yourself into a physical place of healing, like to lose the weight and get rid of all your symptoms. Because so many people come to me. I mean, it's like 99% of women come to me and I'm like, what is your biggest problem? They're like, I can't lose the weight. I'm like, okay. They're like, I eat right, I work out, I do everything, and I can't lose the weight. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I know. It's because they're just trying to mask the symptoms with their diet or their workout plan, and they're not really getting to the root cause of it. And it's not, the root cause of it isn't your disease. The root cause of it is that you're not dealing with something. You're not dealing with your emotional shit, your stress, your emotional and mental shit. 9 times out of 10, I'm telling you, I do this for a living. Like, I'm telling you, this is what it is. And most people, are scared to do that, and they don't believe it, or, they don't think that it's that simple. If it was that simple, then a doctor would tell us to do that. Well, unfortunately, doctors, that's not the wavelength they go on, okay? That's not what they're about. They are run by a pharmaceutical company that wants you sick. They don't want you dead, though. They want you sick on pills. And they don't want you healthy, of course, because there's no money in that. They don't want you dead, and they don't want you healthy. They want you sick. They want you right there in between, so you can keep coming back for that pill, okay? But who wants that? Nobody wants that. But unfortunately, most of the world is so scared of dealing with their emotional shit that they'll happily take that pill. They'll take the pill because they don't want to actually dive into what's causing their disease because it's too scary. It's too much to deal with. And the subconscious mind knows that, and the subconscious mind will protect itself at all cost. So it doesn't like to be uncomfortable. So you being in your fat body, you being in your depressed state, you being in whatever negative state that you're in, your subconscious mind is comfortable there. It's like, this is my house. You can leave me here. I don't need to go out and venture. Thank you. That's its comfort zone. And so I always say, I do what's best for my clients, and 100% of the time, that's outside of their comfort zone. I'm just saying, it's outside of their comfort zone. It will be outside of your comfort zone. One more time, it will be outside of your comfort zone. You will not want to go outside because your subconscious mind is protecting you. It's protecting you and keeping you comfortable. And I'm sorry to say it so blunt, but that's what it is, you guys. That is what it is. You don't want to get out of your comfort zone. It's your ego. And this isn't like a conscious thing that you're doing. So relax. There's no judgment here. It's a subconscious thing. You don't even know you're doing it. You don't even know you're doing it until you start doing the digging. Until you start really, really doing the digging and self-awareness and becoming self-aware. Like, you're never going to really know unless you shed the fear and you shed that like comfort zone and you become self-aware. Self-awareness is the first step to anything, whether it's financial mindset, whether it's trying to get off of drugs, whether it's even in AA, they say the first step is realizing you have a problem, which is self-awareness. Whatever it is that you want to change about your life, the number one step is self-awareness. If you want to start to forgive someone, you have to become self-aware. What's my part in it? How can I look inside and really look at yourself? Why do I have this disease? Is it something that I did? Is it something that that I'm allowing? You know? Is it what is my part in this disease? What did I do to contribute to this disease? That's a hard question to ask yourself, because immediately you want to get defensive. That's your ego. Your ego's like, oh, no, it's not my fault. It happened because I got pregnant. It happened because my mom was mean to me and she abused me. It happened because I was raped. It happened because, whatever it is. But at some point, you have to become self-aware enough to realize that you're being a victim to it. You're being a victim. I mean, you're in my group, you watch my videos, you know, whatever it is, like, you now have enough self-awareness to realize that you're being a victim to your own disease. And I know that you don't want to hear that, but you're being a freaking victim, not a victor. Like, it is your responsibility to go in there and dig and really dive in and really realize, like, okay, you know, maybe that wasn't my fault, whatever triggered it, you know, maybe it's the environment and the food, you know, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and it sucks that, you know, the food industry sucks and they poison us, literally. They're literally putting poison in our food. That's not our fault that they're doing that. But you know what is our fault is that we're not going and researching anything. We're just like, well, there's nothing I can do. I don't know. Well, I don't have the money to buy organic food. Oh, that's too expensive. And coming up with all these excuses, but you'll go get your nails done. Yeah. Or, you know, you'll get your Starbucks coffee every day. That's $7. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there, you know. You know, if I didn't have the money to get organic food, which is, for me, that's my healthcare. If I didn't have the money to do that, I would stop getting my nails done. I would stop going to the salon. I would stop buying makeup. I would stop buying the non-essential shit that I don't need, because your health needs to come first. Stop making excuses of why you can't eat healthy. Stop making excuses of why you can't exercise. Stop making excuses of why you can't do X, Y, and Z, why you can't lose weight. It's your fault at the end of the day. You're responsible for it. It's your fault. And once you can realize that and then move through it, then you'll be able to heal. Then you will be able to heal. And it's not fun. And if this is rubbing you the wrong way and this is really getting to you under your skin, then you really need to hear this more. It's your fault. Stop being a victim and start being a victor and take over your freaking health and stop depending on some doctor to heal your body, because it's never going to happen. It's never, ever going to happen. You have to do it. A doctor or myself, I could coach you. Yeah, sure, you can pay me and then I'll coach you. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. You have to do what I say. You have to follow my instructions. It's not going to happen for you. I can't go into your body and meditate every day and go and emotionally detox and physically detox and make you cook and make you really understand food and all of these things. I can't make you do all that. I can only lead the horse to the water, but you're the one that has to drink. So, becoming self-aware and asking yourself really hard questions is the first step to healing. The first step to healing is self-awareness and then emotionally detoxing and going in and digging into why. And you'll start finding answers. Seek and you shall find. I don't have the answers for you, but I certainly can help you and coach you through it and really guide you and say, you know what, Amber or Lisa or whatever, I think that you should really dig into this. Just by talking to people, I can talk to a person for 5 minutes and understand and realize, oh, I know I see what's going on here. I'm that good. That's why people hire me. So I really encourage you guys to really start digging and seeing how this is your fault, how this disease, how you contributed, or, if you got this disease because of something that wasn't your fault, are you contributing to the lack of healing that's happening? What could you be doing differently? There's always something that you could be doing differently. You know that. You know your body. You know yourself best. So my job is to instigate that freedom and instigate that desire, that hunger to be free from this shit. That's my job. That's what people hire me to do, and show them the way to health, to true vitality, to healing. So if you like this video, or if it brought you any value, or you think that somebody else needs to hear this, send it to them, share it, comment, like it, please. I thank you so much, and I love you, and I know that was a little harsh and a little bit tough, but sometimes, with grace, there has to be truth as well. So I can baby you and coddle you, but there has to be some truth there too. Got to be an even amount of both, So I love you guys. Freedom Instigator out.